God isn't making motherhood harder on us than it needs to be. We are. And I think it has something to do with the question God once asked Saul on his way to Damascus. Why are you kicking against the goads? That's what God asked Saul as he was on his way to persecute followers of the risen Christ. A goad was a sharp stick used to guide an ox, not to hurt it, but to lead it. And when the ox kicked against it, it only made the journey harder on itself. But what goad was Saul kicking against? What was the thing God had been using to point him in the right direction that he kept resisting? The scriptures, the prophets, everything he had studied his whole life that pointed to Jesus as the Messiah, his death, his resurrection. In fact, after Jesus resurrected, he rebuked the disciples on the way to Emmaus for not understanding that Moses and the prophets had all foretold of his suffering and resurrection. The truth was there, and Saul was resisting it. So what truth has God already revealed to us that we're resisting? Is it, abide in me and I in you, and you'll bear much fruit? Is it, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind? Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it shall eat its fruit. Or, you shall teach them diligently to your children when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise. Because we know these truths, but knowing truth and yielding to it are not the same thing. We fill our minds with the world's thinking, where he told us to renew our minds. We voice our complaints, where he said, rejoice always. We strive for fruit, where he said, abide in me. And we outsource discipleship, where he told us to teach our children diligently. And then we wonder why we're exhausted, why we're anxious, why we feel so much pressure. Because the ox isn't suffering because the path is difficult. The ox is suffering because it's fighting the guide. What goad are you kicking against?